Mercury Retrograde in Pisces, which happens to be my sign, has come for a gift of a higher consciousness. Hi, I'm Pilma. Here I share an experiential knowledge, meaning it's not an intellectual discussion of a concept, but something that was lived through in my experience, which helps me resonate with other inspired sources. You may resonate with it or not. It is my hope, though, that it will be helpful to someone out there. I've been hearing people speaking about the retrograde with a shudder. It came to me unexpectedly on March 1. This energy is very dense and dangerous to a certain extent that I had to put up a barrier by literally shouting, "Go away." Amidst this emotion, I had a very strange feeling of being calm inside. It was like a part of me was just watching, undisturbed, not condemning. It was really strange, almost comedic, because I was supposed to be angry. Silently, I asked myself, what is this? Going back to the situation, it was clear that engaging with that energy was useless, because when you see a person in the act of building up his or her negative karma, you have to stay away no matter how tempting it is to defend yourself, to attack or prove a point. It was useless. It didn't matter. So silence is the best response. I went to my room and meditated. Surprisingly, amidst the noise, I was able to enter into meditation and get back to my center. Then I proceeded to visualize white clouds surrounding me and spreading to let go and forgive. And then I put on headphone to watch a tarot reader for the day to distract myself. And this tarot reader talked about a very negative energy that was coming. And I was thinking, well, I'm in it now. Then later on, I continued reading a book. It was a document called Samayasara, or The Nature of the Self. I downloaded it some time ago, but read only the European thought about the self. The Indian thought had so many unpronounceable words that I set it aside. However, lately I've been wondering about the nature of my soul, as there are so many interpretations, and I've been wanting to find words to my experience and see resonance in other writings. For some reason, the word India came to me, and this book is the only thing in my possession that had to do with India. So I started reading it a few days ago, wondering what I was supposed to see. As I was about to continue reading it, I asked why I called that energy. Apparently, the page I was on said, open quote, "The self is perfectly pure and flawless, like a clear crystal," end of quote. It talked about the self, also referred to as Atma or soul, as other, independent. Anger, desires, possessions, etc. are alien to it. They are results of good and bad karma. When its association with karma is broken, it is free and will shine again. I realized that's the one that was observing what was happening, yet undisturbed, unafraid, pure, other, independent. It dawned on me that the incident was a literal demonstration of the nature of the self, and it was quite eloquent. No one can miss that. I was in the right place to get that, because I could not have gotten that anywhere else. As they say, be careful what you ask for. 2 days ago, I suddenly had headaches and flu-like sensations. Surely it was a result of the residue of the negative emotions coming out. I stopped all work, applied Reiki, and offered it to my guides. I just rested, then I continued to ask questions. The answers led to look into my mental programs. That is, to be non-judgmental, compassionate, yet separate. Having gone through the dark night of the soul and knowing my life purpose now, I have to align my entire way of thinking to this purpose. I need this new mental program to be able to go out into the world and navigate it in a new way, even amidst other energies. And then, after a while, the pain and flu disappeared, so I resumed working on the computer. But towards the afternoon, it came back again. I still felt awful. I had to stop my project. I just lazed around, did a little exercise, and took paracetamol. But then I asked for help. When I looked at my cell phone, the date was 3/7. The time was 3:37, and the battery life was 37%. That was very loud, so I was inspired to refer to my book of channeled poems for poem number 37. I found out that its title was Peace, and it was exactly what I needed. Then I moved to poem number 7. It was called Heaven on Earth. And this reminded me about what it's all about, why I'm going through this. It's like the big picture. So I continued with poem number 3 and found that it's called Beloved. At this point, I started to cry. Of course, beloved. So I went into meditation, after which the flu, the headache, and even the eye strain were completely gone. This entire episode seemed like a step backward, but it wasn't. It reminded me of a journal entry just a week before this incident. It talked about the spiritual journey as a spiral. It said, open quote, I was crawling at the tip of a mountain. I just arrived at the top and was very tired. Why was I on top again? But Jesus was standing there, again not saying a word. He turned to me and we hugged. The thought that came to me was that I am on another plane. The spiritual journey is a spiral. End quote. Now I understand what that spiral meant. This was the gift of the retrograde for me. It gave me an experiential answer to my question about the soul. That's it. Let me end this update with poem number 37 entitled Peace. Open your mind's eye. Peace is tranquility within. We don't go out to find it, nor correct the surroundings to attain it. Check yourself first. Feel its taste, sound, and texture. When you close your eyes, it is there, sliding with your breathing. There is silence amidst noise, your heart beating casually, your mind without thoughts. Gone are the worries crowding there. It is empty like a vast space, ready to be filled with what you want. Feel the contentment of just being, not rushing to do, think, or run next. You stay in the present, savoring each second of what you are about, trusting there's a next moment for each other thing. Thank you for listening. If you're interested in more intuitive poems, there's a book that I just published. It has 75 channeled poems. There are links below in the description box. Feel free to check it out. If you'd like to share your story in confidence, say hi, shoot me an email at pilma2nd@gmail.com. If the videos are helpful to you, do share it with someone that it will be helpful to. It's like helping others while helping yourself. Okay, that's it for now. Hope to be with you again next week. Bye. Have a great day.